Thank you for tuning in to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. My name is Samantha Genzer. I'm going to be your guys' show host for y'all. We have a very exciting episode for you guys. We have a lot of updates, things going on in the world of women's sports, so a lot of things to talk about. I'm excited. So we're going to be covering the WNBA All-Star team, a hypothetical team roster for Olympic softball. I promise it'll be a fun segment. Fun Team USA track and the full team USA track and field roster. I think I just said fun on accident. That's kind of funny. Women's MMA update, and make sure you guys stay till the end of the show to hear about the most stacked basketball team roster in past Olympics, in my opinion. Before we begin, I wanted to ask you guys to like and follow the show and to become a part of our show to tip and donate using the link gsmcpodcast.net. Also, we do get a lot of questions that come in from viewers during the show, so to ensure that your questions and comments get read on the air and answered, I ask that you use the link gsmcpodcast.net. This puts your questions at the top of the list so that I see them, and of course, it really helps the show, and we really do appreciate it. Again, the link is gsmcpodcast.net. Now, let's get started. I hope you guys enjoy today's content. Okay, so we're starting off with a fun segment. We're going to be talking about the AT&T WNBA All-Star 2024 game that we played on Saturday, July 20th, in Phoenix, and it will showcase the league's brightest stars squaring off against one another as the USA Basketball Women's National Team takes on the WNBA All-Stars, who were selected as part of a combination of fan, player, media, and coach voting. So the WNBA All-Star team was selected, the roster was announced, and that's what we're basically diving in today. But before we begin on that, let me just get some background information of all of this. So the WNBA All-Star game was already announced as a sellout at Footprint Center, which is home of the three-time WNBA champion Phoenix Mercury, but it will also be televised by ABC and some other channels. I just know that ABC is one of the main ones. In addition to celebrating the send-off of WNBA players selected to compete in the 2024 Paris Olympics, the AT&T WNBA All-Star game will be the centerpiece of 2 full days packed with WNBA activities. So after considering the fan, player, and media votes, the top 10 vote getters were Aaliyah Boston from the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark from Indiana, Nafisa Collier from the Minnesota Lynx, Kalia Copper from the Phoenix Mercury, Deriki Hamby from the Los Angeles Sparks, Sabrina Ionescu from the New York Liberty, Enrique Angumboale from the Dallas Wings, Brianna Stewart from New York, Asia Wilson from the Las Vegas Aces, and Jackie Young from Las Vegas. Boston, Clark, Hamby, and Angumboale, who are not currently on the USA Women's National Team 5-on-5 roster, were automatically named to participate in the WNBA All-Star game and assigned, obviously, to Team WNBA as a result of being in the top 10. The additional 8 players who were named for the 2024 WNBA All-Star game are Deanna Bonner from the Connecticut Sun, Alicia Gray from the Atlanta Dream, Breonna Jones from Connecticut, Jonquel Jones from New York, Kayla McBride from Minnesota, Kelsey Mitchell from Indiana, Nika Agwamike from the Seattle Storm, and Angel Reese from the Chicago Sky. So now let's dive into all the players on the team. I'm very satisfied with how the team is looking. I'm very excited to watch this game for sure. Okay, so Deanna Bonner currently plays for the Connecticut Sun. Standing at 6'4", Bonner can play multiple positions, from shooting guard to forward, which makes her matchup nightmare for opponents. Her ability to guard different positions adds tremendous value to her team. Bonner is a strong rebounder, both offensively and defensively. Her height and athleticism allow her to compete effectively on the boards. Bonner's inclusion in this year's WNBA All-Star team highlights her outstanding performance and contributions to her team, the Connecticut Sun. Given her strengths and current form, she is likely to make a significant impact. I have no doubt of that. Her ability to score, defend, and play multiple roles on the court will be crucial for her team's success in the All-Star game. Right now in the league, she is averaging 16.2 points, 6.1 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and 1.4 steals. Next on the team is Aaliyah Boston from the Indiana Fever. Boston has a strong post game, using her size and strength to dominate inside the paint. Her footwork and ability to finish around the rim make her a formidable offensive threat. Now, despite her size, Boston is agile and can play both forward and center positions. Boston's shot blocking and defensive positioning will be vital in protecting the rim and challenging opposing players. In the season, she is averaging 13.3 points, 8.4 rebounds, 2.7 assists, and 0.8 steals. Also on the team is the iconic Caitlin Clark. From the Indiana Fever, as y'all know, I'm a huge fan. Clark is a prolific scorer, capable of putting up points from literally anywhere on the court, and I mean literally anywhere. She has a lethal combination of shooting range, driving ability, and finishing skills. Her three-point shooting is particularly notable, which makes her one of the best rookies, and in my opinion, the ultimate best rookie of the season. On this team, Clark will be one of the primary scoring threats, using her shooting and driving ability to put up points efficiently. I'm hoping she gets a lot of playing time, and I'm sure that a lot of other people and fans are excited to watch her play. It will be interesting to see how she plays on a team that is, supposed to be better than the current Fever team. She averages 16 points, 5.7 rebounds, 7.1 assists, and 1.3 steals in the league right now. Next on the team is Alysha Gray from the Atlanta Dream. She's averaging 15.8 points, 3.9 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and 1 steal. Gray's presence on the All-Star team adds a combination of scoring, defense, and versatility. She is expected to make a significant impact through her all-around game and competitive spirit. Her ability to perform at a high level on both ends of the court will be a key factor in her team's success in the All-Star game. Gray's contributions will likely include key defensive stops and timely scoring. Next, we have Darica Hamby from the Los Angeles Sparks, She's one of the leading scorers in the league, averaging 18.3 points. She's also averaging 10.3 rebounds, 3.7 assists, and 1.5 steals. Hamby is capable of both playing forward positions, providing flexibility for her team. She is expected to make a significant impact through her high energy play and ability to contribute in various aspects of the game. Her rebounding, defensive prowess, and scoring ability will be key factors in her team's success in this game. Also on the team is Brianna Jones from the Connecticut Sun. Jones is averaging 13.2 points, 4.9 rebounds, 1.6 assists, and 1.4 steals in the league. Jones will be a significant scoring option in the post, using her strength and skills to score efficiently around the basket, and her ability to dominate the boards will be crucial. Jones' contributions will likely include key defensive stops, timely scoring, and overall strong play. Moving on to another Jones, Jonquel Jones from the New York Liberty. She's averaging 16.5 points, 8.8 rebounds, 3.4 assists, and 0.6 steals. She is a opponent scorer capable of putting up points from various spots on the court. She can shoot from long range, drive to the basket, and score in the post, making her a multi-dimensional offensive threat. Standing at 6'6", Jones has the versatility to play both forward and center positions. Her ability to stretch the floor with her shooting and defend various positions makes her a valuable asset in really any lineup. We also have Kayla McBride from the Minnesota Lynx. She is a prolific scorer as well, and one of her most notable strengths is her shooting accuracy. McBride brings a wealth of experience to the court, having played at a high level for several years. Her average stats are 15.8 points, 3 rebounds, 3.7 assists, and 1.4 steals. Moving on to Kelsey Mitchell, the third player on the Indiana Fever. Mitchell's average stats are 16.6 points, 2 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and 0.7 steals. Mitchell is also a prolific scorer who can put up points in a hurry. She's known for her ability to score from all areas of the court, whether it's driving to the basket, pulling up for a mid-range jumper, or hitting from beyond the arc. One of Mitchell's most significant strengths is her shooting accuracy, particularly from three-point range. One of my favorite players, Arike Ogunbowale from the from the Dallas Wings is on the team as well. She has one of the most impressive stats right now because of her scoring lead. She averages 23.7 points, 4.8 rebounds, 4.9 assists, and 2.8 steals. Ogunbowale's presence on the All-Star team adds a combination of scoring, clutch performance, and leadership. She is expected to make a significant impact through her offensive prowess and ability to perform under pressure. Her ball handling skills will be essential in breaking down defenses and creating scoring opportunities. And then back to the picture before that I accidentally previewed. Nika Onwumike from the Seattle Storm will also be on the team. She averages 17.2 points, 7.3 rebounds, 2.6 assists, and 1.9 steals. Onwumike is known for her high shooting percentage, making her one of the most efficient scorers in the league. She excels at finishing around the rim, often converting difficult shots with ease. Also, Agomike is a strong defender known for her ability to guard multiple positions. Her defensive IQ combined with her physical abilities allows her to disrupt opponents and protect the paint. Last but not least is Angel Reese from the Chicago Sky. Whoop, there we go. She is also one of the best rookies in the league. I talk about her a bunch of times because I literally worship her. She's an icon. And she's like gorgeous too. So it's like, she like literally could just be like an influencer if she wanted to, and she has so much popularity that she could if she wanted. Same with Caitlin Clark too. But anyway, I'm glad that Reese is playing basketball, and I think she should stick with that. She is one of the best rookies in the league. She currently has had 11 consecutive double-doubles in WNBA games, making a WNBA record. So she literally is making records like Candace Parker, which gives her so much clout if you're making records like Candace Parker. Like, that's insane. But she averages 13.2 points, 11.8 rebounds, 1.9 assists, and 1.4 steals. As you can see, her rebounding is very significant, and she sort of has that A'ja Wilson rebounding style, which very much makes her a leader on the court. So we're now going to move into the next segment where we talk about Oh, that scared me. I don't know if y'all heard that noise, but that notification was like someone subscribed to the channel. So thank you for whoever subscribed to the channel. Sorry I did not see your name. So we're now going to move into the next segment where we talk about a hypothetical team roster for Olympic softball, if Olympic softball was a thing this year. Before we get into that, we're going to be taking a very short break, so I will see you guys very soon.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Welcome back, everybody, to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We just got done talking about the WNBA All-Star team roster, and now we're going to talk about Olympic softball. Softball is returning to the Olympics supposedly in 2028. I talked about that multiple times on my channel. I'm super excited for that. It's going to bring a new dynamic to softball and a lot of new viewers. As you know, college softball gets a lot more attention than professional softball leagues, especially when the World Series come around. But when it comes to the Olympics, both players from college and players from professional leagues can join the team. You know, the whole amateur issue and stuff. I don't even know that whole entire thing. But basically, you will be seeing a lot of new players that you don't see if you're someone who just watches college softball. And to bring more attention to softball and professional leagues, this would be a great way to do it. So in this segment, let me actually get to what we're talking about in this segment. I wanted to give my hypothetical potential team roster that I would have if softball was in the Olympics this year. I want to make it clear that this is purely my opinion and how I would, if I was a recruiter, stack a softball Olympic team this year, even though there is no softball in the Olympics right now. I hope all that makes sense. This is just like hypothetical, imaginary, just all fun and games. Basically, I guess me saying like, here are the best softball players right now, and I would make a team of all the best softball players right now. I guess that's also another way you can put this segment. So this is a fun segment for me, so I'm excited. So let's just get started. So for pitchers, I feel like this comes at no surprise because I talk about her literally all the time. NiJaree Canady, I would have her. She played for Stanford University last season. She literally is the leading pitcher in the NCAA D1 softball, so why wouldn't I want her on my Olympic team? She also racked up 337 strikeouts over 230.2 innings, earning an ERA of .73 along the way during her 2024 season. You can't argue with stats. She also has played at an international level before. She's actually playing right now with Team USA for the Japan All-Series tournament, so she's very much well suited for an Olympic team. My other two pitchers would be Odysseus Alexander and Lexi Kilfoyle. Alexander secured the Athletes Unlimited softball title after leading the league with 1,994 leaderboard points last year. She established new league singles season records by accumulating 1,390 total win points and 790 inning win points. She also fashioned a league best 12-3 record to collect 600 game win points. Alexander collected 404 stat points to rank 4th in the circuit as well, and she was one of the 4 players in the league with 200 or more MVP points after receiving game MVP recognition 4 times. Alexander tied in the league by fashioning a 2.15 earned run average in 42.1 innings. She also struck out 42 hitters to rate 3rd among the league's pitchers, and she was third in the league with a .196 opponent batting average. And then Kilfoyle is from Oklahoma State University. She's a major reason why the number 5 seed Cowboys had a chance to return to the World Series this year. Kilfoyle threw 148 innings for OSU last season, leading the team with a 1.09 ERA, 120 strikeouts, and 29 walks. Batters hit just .168 off the talented right-hander. As a result of her strong season, she was named one of the 10 finalists for USA Softball College Player of the Year. And you're probably thinking, all 3 of these are right-handed pitchers. That is true, and I really didn't put that into consideration when making this team roster, so we're just going to ignore that. Now let's talk about catchers. I would choose Taylor Edwards and Kinzie Hansen as the catchers. In the 2023 AUX season, Edwards finished 17th in leaderboard with 838 points. She maintained in a .276 batting average, hit 3 home runs, and drove in 8 runs. Edwards also scored 7 runs and drew 6 walks. She was awarded the game MVP title twice, demonstrating her ability to perform under pressure. In the 2022 AUX season, Edwards finished 14th in the league standings with 1,042 leaderboard points. She had a .244 batting average and tied for the league lead with 3 home runs. Edwards ended the season with a 5-game hitting streak, showcasing her offensive capabilities. And then Kinzie Hansen had a stellar college career at the University of Oklahoma, where she played a pivotal role in winning 4 consecutive World Series championships. During her sophomore year in 2021, Hansen started 58 games, hitting .438 with 24 home runs, ranking 5th nationally. She was named the most outstanding player of the Big 12 tournament and earned a spot on the all-tournament team at the World Series. During her graduate student year in 2024, Hansen maintained a .4 batting average with 11 home runs and 41 RBIs. She was named to the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year and helped Oklahoma win their 4th consecutive national championship, solidifying her legacy as one of the most accomplished players in Oklahoma softball history. Moving on to the outfield, this is no shocker. Oh my gosh, my dog looks so cute right now. Moving on to the outfield, I have Jocelyn Alo, McKenzie Clark, Bubba Nickles, Jada Coleman, Jada Kearney, and Morgan Zirkle. Jocelyn Alo, that's no surprise. She had an exceptional 5-year career at Oklahoma, starting all 267 games from 2018 to 2022. 600 games would be insane. She led the Sooners to consecutive NCAA championships in 2021 and 2022. Alo finished with a .445 batting average and set the NCAA Division I record with 122 career home runs. She also leads NCAA history in total bases at .761 and slugging percentage at .987. Alo was a 2-time USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year and received the 2022 Honda Sport Award for softball. Also, Alo helped the U.S. win the 2022 Canada Cup, hitting .591 with 4 home runs. She also played in the 2024 WBSC Women's Softball World Cup and was named to the Team USA roster for the 2024 Japan All-Star Series, so she's got that international experience. At Clemson, McKenzie Clark had an outstanding career, starting all 226 games from 2021 to 2024. She earned 3 All-ACC honors and ranked 2nd in Clemson history with a .345 batting average. Clark set records for runs scored at 198, triples at 13, times hit by a pitch at 29, sacrifice flies at 11, and stolen bases at 46. In her senior year, she led the team with 53 runs, hit .365 with 61 hits, 41 RBIs, and tied for the team lead with 10 home runs, earning 2nd team NFCA All-Southeast region and All-ACC honors. Clark's junior year saw her hit .335 with 60 hits, 13 home runs, and 56 runs. She was second team All-ACC in her sophomore year, leading with a .328 average, 59 hits, and 42 runs. And then Bubba Nickles had an impressive season last year, earning 7th place in the league standings with 1,598 leaderboard points. She was named to the Athletes Unlimited Softball All-Defensive Team for her second consecutive season. Nickles recorded 1,131 points, 180 MVP points, and received 4 game MVP honors. As a team captain in Week 4, she held a 1-2 record. Starting all 15 games, Nickles hit a .18 with 14 hits, including 3 doubles and 2 home runs. She tied for 4th in the league with 9 runs scored and shared 2nd place with 11 RBIs. Nickles hit safely in 11 consecutive games and earned MVP honors multiple times for performances, including a season-high 218 leaderboard points against Team Circle at that time. And then Jada Coleman started her collegiate career with the Oklahoma Sooners in 2021, earning Big 12 Player of the Week and finishing with a .478 batting average. She played a key role in winning the 2021 Women's College World Series. In 2022, she batted a .429, earning first team All-American honors and helped win another championship. In 2023, she led the several Big 12 categories, was named Big 12 Player of the Year, and contributed to a 3rd consecutive championship. As a senior in 2024, Coleman hit .385, including a walk-off home run in the World Series semifinals, leading Oklahoma to a 4th consecutive national title. Georgia's senior Jada Kearney, a top 20 national home run leader, has propelled her team to 5th place in the SEC standings. Her offensive strength will be crucial as the 9th-ranked Bulldogs face Mississippi State in their final regular season series. Last but not least, that's the saying, Megan Circle accumulated 1,110 leaderboard points, placing her 30th in the final league standings. She was the 4th leading hitter with a .366 batting average and 3rd with a .481 on base percentage. Circle also ranked 7th in slugging percentage at .512 and tied for 4th with 15 hits. Her best week was Week 3, going 6 for 10 with a double. She recorded 5 multi-hit games, including a 3-for-3 performance with a home run on July 29th, earning her MVP1 award. In the 2023 AUX season, Zirkle secured 866 points, finished 14th, and served as a team captain, leading her team to a 3-1 record. She hit .289 with 4 RBIs, scoring 7 runs, and had 4 multi-hit games. Now let's talk about infield. There's a lot of players I have on here. I would want Skylar Wallace, Tiare Jennings, Erin Coffell, Sydney McKinney, Delaney Witts, Tori Vidalis, Billy Andrews, and Kelsey Stewart-Hunter. Okay, so we have a lot of players to get through. Okay, so Skylar Wallace began her collegiate softball career at Alabama in 2019, where she earned SEC All-Freshman team honors with a .295 batting average. She transferred to Florida in 2020, sitting out the 2021 season due to SEC rules, some complication there. But in 2023, Wallace led the SEC in batting average, slugging percentage, and triples, setting Florida records and earning SEC Player of the Year and NFCA National Player of the Year honors. In the 2024 SEC tournament, she hit .778 with 3 home runs and 9 RBIs, being named tournament MVP. Tiare Jennings, I talk about her a lot of times. I talked about her during the World Series when they were going on, and how she's a huge part of Oklahoma and helping that team itself, and a huge powerhouse for them. So she debuted for Oklahoma in 2021, going 4 for 4 with 3 home runs and 6 RBIs in a 29-0 win against UTEP. She earned multiple Big 12 Player of the Week honors during her freshman year, leading the Big 12 in runs scored and RBIs, finishing with 27 home runs and breaking the NCAA freshman RBI record. Jennings was named first team All-Big 12, Big 12 Freshman of the Year, NFCA National Freshman of the Year, and Softball America Freshman of the Year. In her sophomore year, she batted .385 with 24 home runs and 72 RBIs, earning unanimous first team All-America's honors. Erin Coffell has achieved significant milestones in her softball career. She won gold at the 2021 Junior Women's World Championship and at the 2021 Junior Women's Pan American Games. In 2023, she earned another gold at the Pan American Games and was named to the All-Pan Am team, also performing well in the Japan All-Star Series. During her Sorry, I'm like out of breath from talking. During her collegiate career, Kava was an NFCA second team All-American, an All-SEC first team in 2023 and 2022, and a USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year top 25 finalist in 2023. In 2021, she was named to the NFCA All-Region second team All-SEC, and SEC All-Freshman team, breaking the program record with 16 home runs in a single season. McKenzie had a notable 2023 season with a strong performance in both the championship and AUX season. In her first championship season, she earned 680 leaderboard points, including 620 from wins, and had a .222 batting average with 6 hits and 27 at-bats. Her best game was on August 5th against Team Garcia, going 2 for 4. McKenzie scored 100-plus leaderboard points in 5 games. In the 2023 AUX season, she amassed 744 leaderboard points, including 520 win points. She achieved MVP 3 honors on June 18th and led the league with a .429 batting average, recording 12 hits, 2 triples, 3 RBIs, and 5 runs. McKenzie had a 6-game hitting streak and 4 multi-hit games to start her career. Internationally, McKenzie was part of the Team USA roster for the 2022 Japan All-Star Series. During the 2023 championship season, Wiss accumulated 996 leaderboard points, including 720 win points. It was named to the Athletes Unlimited softball defensive team. Delaney Wiss started all 15 games, hitting .229 with 11 hits, including 2 doubles and 2 home runs, and driving in 8 runs. Wiss earned game MVP honors twice during Week 4, notably for her performances on August 18th and the 19th. She achieved 100 or more leaderboard points in 6 games, peaking at 200 points against Team Davidson on August 18th. In the 2023 AUX season, Wiss secured 768 leaderboard points, ranking 23rd overall. She earned 631 points and 138 stat points, starting in 6 out of 9 games and hitting .304 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. She finished the season strong with hits in 5 of her last 6 games, including a home run against Team Malapola on June 14th and a 2-for-3 performance with a home run against Team Filler on June 18th. In other professional experience, Wiss played for USSSA Pride in 2022 after being selected 8th overall in the Women's Professional Fast Pitch Draft. In the 2023 championship season, Tori Vidalis accumulated 914 leaderboard points, starting all 15 games with a .311 batting average. She hit 2 home runs, drove in 7 runs, and was named game MVP 3 times. Vidalis had a 5-game hitting streak and reached 100 or more leaderboard points in 4 games. In the 2023 AUX season, she earned 792 leaderboard points, finishing 20th overall. She batted .361 with 13 hits and 7 RBIs, hitting safely in all 10 games. Vidalis achieved multiple hits in 3 games and was named MVP 2 after the standout performance on June 15th. In the 2022 championship season, Vidalis placed 10th on the leaderboard, and she batted .275, hitting 5 doubles and 5 home runs, and drove in 16 runs. Vidalis hit safely in 10 consecutive games and had multiple hits in 3 games, including a notable 3-for-4 performance with a double and 2 runs scored. Moving on to Billie Andrews. At Nebraska, Andrews was a standout player, starting all 208 games from 2021 to 2024. She posted a .347 batting average and set a school record with 61 home runs, being one of only 3 Nebraska players to hit over 50 career home runs. She also holds the record for most games with multiple home runs and is tied for 7th in program history with 157 RBIs. Andrews accumulated 238 hits, including 34 doubles and 5 triples, finishing 6th in career hits for the Huskers. She earned multiple accolades, including 3rd-team NFCA All-America honors as a junior and senior, and 3 NFCA All-Midwest Region commendations with back-to-back first-team selections in 2023 and 2024. Andrews was also achieved 4 All-Big Ten conference selections with first-team honors as a freshman, junior, and senior, and second-team in 2022. And she was named Nebraska's 2023 to 2024 Female Student Athlete of the Year. Lastly, Kelsey Stewart-Hunter finished 9th on leaderboard with 1,538 points, ranking 4th in the league with 1,280 win points. She started all 15 games, batting .245 with 13 hits, including 2 doubles, and had 5 multi-hit performances. Stewart-Hunter earned MVP 3 honors twice, first on July 30th against Team Molipola with a 2-for-4, 2 RBI game, and again in Week 2 opener against Team Circle. She scored 11 runs and registered 11 games with 100 or more leaderboard points, including the last 6 games consecutively. So that concludes my team roster for a hypothetical Olympic Games. We're now going to move into the next segment where we talk about the full roster for Team USA track and field. Before we get started, we are going to be taking a very short break, so I will see you guys very soon.
Looking for your daily fix of sports talk without having to pay for it? GSMC Sports Network is available on YouTube. Just search GSMC Sports Network. Get your fix of daily sports talk shows on YouTube, absolutely free. NFL, college football, NBA, MLB, MMA, UFC, fantasy football, and so much more. GSMC Sports Network has shows running all day long, with new sports shows starting every 2 hours. Just like on your favorite cable sports channel, except GSMC Sports Network is absolutely free. Just search GSMC Sports Network on YouTube to catch one of your new favorite shows, like the GSMC College Football Podcast, Chip Shot Football Podcast, Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, GSMC Basketball Podcast, and so many more. Check it out for yourself. GSMC Sports Network, now available on YouTube absolutely free. Search GSMC Sports Network on YouTube right now.
Welcome back, everybody, to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm sorry, I was just on the wrong slide right there. So we just got done talking about a potential hypothetical Olympic roster for softball if they were in the Olympics right now. And now we're going to talk about the actual full roster for Team USA track and field. Yesterday, I went over the roster for the 100-meter dash, 200-meter dash, 100-meter hurdles, and 400-meter dash. I recommend you guys checking that out. Before we begin, I did want to remind you guys to like and follow the show and to become a part of our show to tip and donate using the link gsmcpodcast.net. This link also puts your questions and comments at the top of the list so that they get read on the air and you get that fun, interactive aspect of the GSMC Sports Network. I also wanted to remind you guys to stay till the end of this show to hear about the most stacked Olympic basketball team that we've had in the U.S. in past Olympics. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, it is time to get started. Today we're going to start with the women's 400-meter hurdles because this is one of my literally favorite events, top 5. Literally love watching this event, and also just the people that always win it, I love them so much. Anyway, so in this event, we will see Sydney McLaughlin-Arone, Annie Cockrell, and Jasmine Jones. I'm very happy with this group of 3. We all knew McLaughlin-Arone was going to be in the games, and I wish she raced in the 200-meter and 400-meter dash. But regardless, it's good that she's focusing on just one event in the Olympics. She is the 2020 Tokyo Olympic champion with the games record and 2022 world champion. She set a world record during this year's Olympic trials at 50.65 seconds. She is the first track athlete to break 4 world records in the same event, setting 4 world records during 13 months, which is insane. That is a very short time period to do all of that. Anna Cockrell is a 2-time medalist at the 2019 Pan American Games in Peru, and she represented the U.S. at the 2020 Summer Olympics. At the Olympics, Cockrell qualified for the semifinals after coming in 3rd in her heat race with a time of 55.37 seconds. She later finished in 2nd place with a time of 54.17 in the semifinals, landing her spot in the finals. In the finals, Cockrell appeared to finish 7th, but was later disqualified after officials discovered she had made a lane violation. So this was sort of her year to get that opportunity and medal back. Lastly, Jasmine Jones won the 400-meter hurdles at the NCAA Championships in Eugene, Oregon in June 2024 in 53.15 seconds. Later that month at the trials, she ran a personal best 52.77 seconds, and that is a huge difference from her previous not record, but time in the NCAA Championships. These 3 will need to watch out for Femke Bol from the Netherlands, Anna, and I'm so sorry, I'm really bad at pronouncing names, so I sincerely apologize for mispronouncing any names. Anna Ryzkova from Ukraine, Leah Nugent from Jamaica, and Gianna Woodruff from Panama. Considering that McLaughlin-Arone already won gold in this event and she has the world records, I think she could win gold again in this Olympics. I have hoped that Cockrell and Jones could medal, but Cockrell has more of a chance to medal than Jones in my opinion. For the 800-meter, Mia Kins, Allie Wilson, and Juliet Whittaker are on the team. Atkins, a talented middle distance runner, has made significant strides in her career. She's a two-time NCAA 800-meter runner-up and won a silver medal at the 2019 NCAA U23 Championships in Mexico. In 2020, Atkins turned professional, running the second fastest 800-meter time in NCAA history at the Boston Invitational. At the 2023 USA Outdoor Track and Field Championships in Eugene, Oregon, she won the 800-meter final and was selected for the 2023 World Athletics Championships in Budapest, where she set a new personal best of 1 minute 57.73 seconds, finishing 6th. Wilson had a successful early 2023 season, beginning with her appearance at the 2023 USA Indoor Track and Field Championship, where she took silver and Atkins took gold. At the 2024 USA Indoor Track and Field Championship Finals, Addie Willie, in her first championships as a professional, took the lead, but Allie Wilson passed her in the final 50 meters to win her first national title. Whittaker won the silver medal in the 800 meters at the 2022 NACAC Championships. She won her first NCAA individual title and indoor personal best of 1 minute 59.53 seconds this year, and she went on to win the 800 meter at the 2024 NCAA Outdoor Championships in 1 minute 59.61 seconds, a new Stanford record. The three on the team are going to have a lot of competition in the games, and I think either one of them could place in the top 5, but the other top competitors are Mary Mora from Kenya, who is currently ranked first in the world with a recent time of 1 minute 56.71 seconds. And then also there's Keely Hodgson from Great Britain, who is ranked second globally, and Gemma Reiki, also from Great Britain, who is ranked third. So there's a lot of competition there, but I definitely think Nia Atkins has the ability to place in the top 5 for sure. In the women's 5,000 meters, we got Elle St. Pierre, Elise Cranny, and Carissa Scheswitzer. In the Tokyo 20... Oh, that is not... There we go. I'm so sorry, guys. I have like some of these like backwards, I guess, on these slides, so I sincerely apologize for that. In the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, St. Pierre finished 10th in the 1,500 meters. In February 2024, she broke her own American record at the Wanamaker Mile race at the Melrose Games in New York City. In her first major international competition since giving birth, she won gold in the 3,000 meters at the 2024 World Athletics Indoor Championships in Glasgow, Scotland. Her race set the American record for the 3,000 meter. Cranny also competed in the Tokyo Olympics, where she finished in 13th in the 5,000 meters. Lastly, Carissa Scheswitzer is the world record holder in the women's 4x1500 meter relay. She competed in the 2020 Olympics in the 5,000 meters and 10,000 meters events, finishing 11th and 12th respectively. In 2020, she set the indoor 3,000 meters American record with the time at 8 minutes 25.70 seconds. So she does have that world record or American record ability in the 5,000 meters, hopefully. So they have a couple of people to watch out for. I definitely think the 3 could medal or place in the top 5, but considering the amount of competition they have, I would place bets more on top 10. Their biggest competitors will be Faith Kilbey from Kenya, Gudaf Tezgay from Ethiopia, Sifin Hassan from the Netherlands, and Lemlem Helou from Ethiopia. I also think Jessica Hull from Australia could be a strong competitor in this race. Next, in the 10,000 meters, going backwards here, my bad, we have Winnie Kaladi, Parker Balby, and Carissa Scheswitzer. Again, Kaladi took part in the 10,000 meters in the 2020 Olympics, but dropped out more than halfway, so this means that this is her year to take back that potential to medal. She also achieved the fastest finish by an American in a women's only event at the Boston 10K, recording a time of 31 minutes 18 seconds. In November, she won the USATF 5K Road Championships in a course record of 15 minutes 18 seconds. And then Parker Valby is the current NCAA record holder for the indoor 5,000 meter, outdoor 5,000 meter, and outdoor 10,000 meter. She competes for the University of Florida, where in April 2024, she ran a time of 30 minutes, 50.43 seconds for the 10,000 meters at the Brian Clay Invitational in California. It was a new American collegiate record. Lastly, we have Carissa Scheswitzer, who I just previously talked about, and she's also competing in the 5,000 meter event, like I just said. I'm really hoping that Kaladi has a chance to medal, since this feels like her redemption year for her. And I think Parker Valby has a chance to make it in the top 10 for sure. The top competitors in this vote will be Gudaf Tezgay and Letisabeth Kede from Ethiopia, and Sifin Hassan from the Netherlands, so pretty similar to the 5,000 meters as well. Lastly, for today, let's talk about the 3,000 steeplechase. In this event, the U.S. team consists of Valerie Constian, Courtney Wayment, and Marissa Howard. Constantine finished third in the 3,000 meter steeplechase at the Olympic trials in Eugene, Oregon, behind Emma Coburn and Courtney Frerichs to secure her place at the 2020 Summer Olympics. And as we know, Emma Coburn has undergone an injury, so that is why she's not competing this year. I definitely think if she were to compete, she would probably be a gold medal contender for sure. Same with Courtney Frerichs, but more for like third or second place. Anyway, these are the three competitors that we have this year, and I'm really happy that they had this opportunity to shine in these Olympics, but I really hope the smoothest and best recovery for Coburn and Frerichs. Anyway, so Constantine qualified for the final at the Olympics in Tokyo and finished 12th, and then more recently in 2023, she won the U.S. National Indoor 3,000 meter title in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Wayment won 4 national championships in college with the BYU Cougars, finishing 12th at the World Athletics Championships in Oregon in 2022, and finished 15th at the same meet in Hungary in 2023. Lastly, Marissa Howard won the silver medal on the women's 3,000 meter steeplechase at the 2019 Pan American Games held in Peru. Also representing Team USA, Howard placed 4th in the 3,000 meters steeplechase at the 2023 Pan American Games. I definitely think Valerie Constant could medal, but Wayment and Howard have more of a chance of getting in the top 10 than medaling, in my opinion. I do think this team for this event is very much stacked, though. Their competition will be Norija Rudo from Kazakhstan, the 2022 world champion and leading contender in this race. Then we have Beatrice Chepkoech from Kenya, the current world record holder. Also, Hyven Kayen from Kenya, the Olympic bronze medalist, will be competing in the race. And lastly, I wanted to mention Alice Finot from France, who is one of the more emerging talents globally and recently performed well in the European Athletics Championships. I'm excited to see how they do in the Olympic Games, especially in the steeplechase event. Finot is, like I said, an emerging talent, so it'll be interesting to see how she does in this. Okay, so we're now going to move into our next segment where we talk about some MMA updates. Before we get into that, we're going to be taking a very short break, so I will see you guys very soon.
For the best and latest podcasts available anywhere, go to the podcast app on your cell phone and type in GSMC to access free content-rich podcasts on health and wellness, book reviews, sports, entertainment, relationships, social media, movies, technology, finance, and even weird news. Subscribe and download the GSMC Podcast Network's family of shows, available everywhere podcasts are found.
Welcome back, everybody, to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We just got done talking about the Team USA track and field roster, and now we're going to do some MMA updates. We have 3 things to talk about regarding the MMA updates. 1, Mayra Bueno Silva's injury. 2, Julianna Peña says she will likely challenge UFC bantamweight champion Raquel Pennington in October. And 3, Paige VanZant at the Power Slap 8. Okay, so let's start with Mayra Bueno Silva. Okay, so just as a trigger warning here, the picture I'm going to show you has blood in it, and I wanted to show one of the more gruesome looking pictures. This is not the most gruesome picture. There is a little bit of blood in here, so if you are not a fan of looking at blood, I recommend you either skip this part, watch on our podcast channel, or just turn your screen off. The podcast channel will be linked in the description for the YouTube channel, so just as a little trigger warning for blood, don't want to get this video ended up taking down. It is the MMA, there's always blood involved, but it is not the worst picture you see. If you go and search up her injury, it is pretty bad. It's a deep gash in her eyebrow. I'll get into the injury some more, obviously, that's what we're here to talk about, but this is not the worst picture, but as a trigger warning. Anyway, okay, so I'm just gonna remove that now. Okay, so during UFC 303, Mayra Bueno Silva left with one of the deepest cuts, but she says her fight still shouldn't have been stopped, like the champ and fighter she is. Bueno Silva lost by TKO to Macy Chiasson, who opened up a gash above Bueno Silva's right eye with a slicing elbow. Like, it literally was like, okay, that's my left side, this is my right. It's inverted on like a screen, so it doesn't look right, but like it was like right above her eyebrow, and it was pretty deep. It was bad. I am not don't know, when it comes to like big gashes like that, especially on the face, I get super like worried because I'm like, oh, that's your face, like that seems like sensitive area, like oh my gosh. So I am a little bit weak when it comes to that. But after some deliberation, referee Chris Tonani, in consultation with the cage-side doctor, shut the fight down. The cut appeared to be at least an inch wide and right above her eyebrow. On Instagram, Bueno Silva posted, quote, "Last night I was in the mood for war. I was there to sweat, bleed, and everything that can happen in a war, but unfortunately the referee thought it was better to stop the fight. I don't agree with the result because whoever goes in there knows the dangers that can occur. I was 100% aware and lucid. I'll be back soon," unquote. The loss for Bueno Silva may be particularly painful considering in January she lost a vacant women's bantamweight title fight to Raquel Pennington. Back-to-back losses to the current champ, and now to the woman who is hoping to be next in line, might push Bueno Silva back in the pack for a while. Ooh, I hope I did not just ruin the microphone. I'm so sorry if I did. But I wanted to touch on this injury a bit more. Now, Bueno Silva said she didn't want the fight to stop, and I get that. It was like the heat of the moment. The injury wasn't meant to do much damage, I'm sure. But in my opinion, the fight should have been stopped. The ref made a good call. And I did mention I am a little bit weak when it comes to injuries, especially on the face. But in MMA, fighter safety is paramount, and when an injury occurs that poses a significant risk to the fighter's health, stopping the fight is the correct decision. A large cut that results in excessive bleeding can impair vision, lead to further injury, and cause long-term damage. Therefore, the referee and medical team's decision to halt the fight was justified to protect Bueno Silva from further harm. Like, think about if the fight continues, something as simple as blood getting in her eye could have just caused her to get more and more injuries during the fight, as she would not be able to see very clearly. You have to consider, is this the MMA culture we want as fans? Yes and no. While MMA is inherently a combat sport where injuries can occur and do occur, it is essential to promote a culture that prioritizes the safety and well-being of the fighters. The community should strive to balance the competitive nature of the sport with ethical considerations, encouraging sportsmanship, implementing safety measures, and fostering a respectful environment are critical to maintaining the integrity and appeal of MMA. Like I said, I think it was the best idea for the ref to stop the fight because it kind of looked like she could have needed stitches. And plus, anything that comes to the head, especially around anything like with brain, Like, no. I get very worried about that because a brain injury literally will ruin your life. So I know I said like I'm very weak when it comes to all that stuff, but I am, and that's just how it is. Anyway, but I think the best way to prevent something like this from happening again would be to do more regular medical checks. I've been saying this for a while. I wish there was more, I don't know, like timeouts or something that people could take a look at and be like, are you okay? And then we can do the match. I had to brainstorm that a bit further because I don't have like a solid solution, but I think there should also be more protective gear on the face and neck. And once again, I don't have a solid solution, like a design or anything, but I just hate how little gear there is around the face area. Like, I know you have mouth guards and stuff, but like, the forehead just like, it gets me. I don't know. That's just the thing. Anyway, let's now move on to our second thing, which is more like fun, I guess. Julianna Peña says she will likely challenge UFC bantamweight champion Raquel Pennington in October. Peña said, I quote, "I think it's going to be in the fall for sure. That's all I know. I think maybe they were looking towards October. I don't know if it's been announced yet, and I don't want to be that person that leaks the fight. But I'm definitely hearing October. I think it's going to be in Salt Lake City, if I'm not mistaken," unquote. After Amanda Nunes retired and vacated her belt, Pennington rallied to outlast Mayra Bueno Silva to claim the vacant bantamweight title at UFC 297. Peña credits Pennington for her toughness, an attribute she's proven to have as well. Peña said, quote, "I think that Raquel's biggest strength is her durability, just being strong and being able to fight anywhere, and that's kind of what my strength and skill set is as well. It doesn't matter who we're fighting, we're going to be always in the fight, and you can never count either one of us out. So I love that about Raquel, and I think that's her strong suit, and she's just extremely durable," unquote. Peña hasn't competed since losing her bantamweight title to Nunes at UFC 277 in July 2022, which was really long ago. The pair were scheduled for a trilogy bout at UFC 289, but Peña pulled out due to broken ribs. Nunes faced Irene Aldana instead and retired after defeating her. Peña was in attendance for Nunes' retirement and received plenty of flack for booing her. The Venezuelan vixen plans on beating Pennington, then luring Nunes out of retirement after that, basically. Peña said, quote, "I was booing and I had every right to boo because I know that she's not done. I know that she's going to come back. So when I win the title, I absolutely will be making that fight. I definitely think that a trilogy fight with me and Amanda far precedes any fight that I can make with any other woman in the division," unquote. I want to talk more about how this fight might unfold its potential large-scale impact with Pennington and Peña. There we go. So let's talk about the fight dynamics. Peña is known for her relentless aggression and pressure in the octagon. Her ability to push the pace can disrupt opponents and force them into uncomfortable situations. Peña's wrestling and submission skills are also notable. Her ground control and ability to secure submissions makes her a formidable opponent on the mat. On the other hand, Pennington is exceptionally tough and resilient, able to absorb significant damage while continuing to push forward. This durability makes her hard to finish. Pennington is well-rounded with solid striking and grappling skill. She can adapt her strategy based on her opponent's weaknesses, making her a versatile and unpredictable fighter. This bout is expected to be a grueling back-and-forth battle. Peña's aggressive style will likely clash with Pennington's durability and well-rounded skill set. The fight could go the distance with both fighters having their moments. If Peña can impose her wrestling and ground game, she might edge out a decision. However, Pennington's toughness and striking could make it a very competitive fight. So now talking about the impact. With Amanda Nunes' retirement, the division is wide open for new stars to emerge. This fight could set the tone for the bantamweight division moving forward, establishing a new dominant champion. Peña's intention to lure Nunes out of retirement adds an intriguing subplot, I'll say. If Peña wins and manages to bring Nunes back, it could generate massive interest and potentially one of the biggest trilogy fights in women's MMA history. Overall, both fighters' strengths highlight the evolution of women's MMA, showcasing high levels of durability, skill, and strategic thinking. High-profile fights like this bring more visibility to women's MMA, encouraging more fans to engage with and support the sport. Lastly, let's talk about Paige VanZant. Paige VanZant finally got back on the winning track Friday at Power Slap 8 in the intriguing debut of the UFC BKFC and boxing veteran in the highly polarizing Power Slap organization. VanZant landed the cleaner shots over 3 rounds to win an unanimous decision over Kristen Volmerons by scores of 30-25, 30-25, and 30-25. The round 2 slap from VanZant made her opponent take a knee and was a turning point of the match in her favor at the Blue. I don't even know how to pronounce that, guys. I'm so sorry. The location is hard for me to pronounce, but it's a hotel and casino, basically. That's where it was. So VanZant said, quote, "Of course I wanted to knock her out with the first slap, but I was really ready for it. That was really fun. I was surprised I wasn't really that nervous. This feels really incredible," unquote. VanZant said that she will be back in the future. Paige VanZant is one of the most recognizable names in women's MMA, known for her charismatic personality and marketability, as you can see. Her return could draw substantial attention to the sport, bringing in both hardcore fans and casual viewers. Also, VanZant is a valuable asset for any promotion due to her ability to attract sponsors and media attention. Her comeback would likely be accompanied by substantial promotion efforts, creating economic benefits for the promotion she fights for and for the sport as a whole. This could lead to better fight cards and higher viewership numbers, benefiting other fighters in the organization. VanZant said, quote, "Honestly, this is too much fun to walk away from. That was so awesome. I told you all I'm a gangster," unquote. So we're now going to move into our last segment of the day where we talk about the most stacked Team USA Olympic basketball roster. Before we get into that, we're going to be taking a very short break. So I will see you guys all very soon. Welcome back, everybody, to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We're just going to talk about some MMA updates, and now we're going to talk about the most stacked basketball Olympic roster in past Olympics. So in this segment, just to make this clear, I'm going to talk about what Olympic roster I thought was the most stacked. Now, before I begin, I want to say that this year's Olympic roster seems to be the most stacked, and this is definitely my favorite roster yet. I think the teams just keep getting better and better, which is absolutely amazing for the WNBA and the US in the Olympics. But I wanted to focus on a roster from previous Olympics, since I have already talked about this year's Olympic roster, and we don't have any results from any games or anything because the games actually haven't even started. So yeah. So in my opinion, I think the most stacked roster in the USA Olympic basketball history was the, drumroll please, no, I'm just joking, was the 2020 Tokyo Olympic roster. Let's unpack the stacked roster, because I hands down think this was the most stacked roster, excluding the roster from this year right now. So first we have to mention that A'ja Wilson was on this roster. Standing at 6'4", A'ja Wilson combines her height with exceptional athleticism. This physical advantage allows her to dominate both offensively and defensively. Wilson is known for her versatility on the court. She can play the power forward and center positions effectively and has a diverse scoring repertoire, including post moves, mid-range jump shots, and the ability to drive to the basket. Her footwork and agility make her a difficult matchup and defenders. Now, in the 2020 Olympic Games, Wilson averaged 16.5 points and 7.5 rebounds per game during the Olympics, leading the team in scoring. Her consistent performances helped Team USA secure that gold medal, continuing the country's dominance in women's basketball. Breanna Stewart was also on the team, and she always is leading in the WNBA. She's got that height and agility that makes her a dominant force on the court. She also is a versatile player, playing in both forward and center. Her ability to shoot from long range, drive to the basket, and post up makes her a versatile offensive threat. Stewart has a reliable jump shot, both from mid-range and beyond the arc. Her shooting form and wherever she's from, and her consistency within that, make her a significant scoring threat. I also need to mention her rebounding skills. She is an excellent defender capable of guarding multiple positions. Her shot blocking ability and rebounding skills are crucial to her team's defensive success. And in the 2020 game, she averaged 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 4.2 assists per game. Next on the team was Jewell Loyd. Her athleticism sets her apart and makes her a standout player in the league. Her ability to play both guard positions effectively makes her a valuable asset. She has a quick first step, excellent speed and agility, which allows her to create space and drive to the basket. Also, you got to remember how she's a prolific scorer. In the game, she averaged 4.8 points and 2.5 assists, which was really good considering the amount of playing time she had. The iconic Brittney Griner was another member of the team. Standing at 6 feet 9 inches, Brittney Griner's height gives her a significant natural advantage in both offense and defense. Her athleticism, agility, and mobility complement her height, making her a dominant presence in the paint. Griner is renowned for her shot blocking ability. She holds the NCAA record for career blocks and has consistently been among the top shot blockers in the WNBA. Her timing, reach, and instincts make her a formidable rim protector. Griner has a versatile offensive game. She can score efficiently in the post with her back to the basket and has a reliable mid-range jump shot. Her ability to dunk, a rarity in women's basketball, adds an extra dimension to her scoring threat. Moreover, Griner's high and positioning skills make her an excellent rebounder. She is adept at securing both offensive and defensive rebounds, giving her team additional scoring opportunities and preventing second chance points for opponents. She averaged 16.5 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 1.2 assists in the games. The iconic Aces player Chelsea Gray was also on the team. Gray's superior ball handling skills allow her to navigate through defensive smoothly. She can create her own shot off the dribble and break down defenders with ease, which is crucial for a point guard. Gray is a proficient shooter, particularly in clutch situations. She has a reliable mid-range jumper and three-point shot, which forces defenses to respect her scoring ability from all areas of the court. During the games, Gray averaged 7.3 points, 1.7 rebounds, and 3.2 assists. Next on the team was Sylvia Fowles. She is renowned for her physical dominance in the paint. Fowles is an exceptional defender, earning multiple WNBA Defensive Player of the Year awards. Her shot blocking ability and defensive IQ make her a formidable presence against opposing offenses. As a veteran, Fowles brought leadership and experience to the Olympic team, helping to guide younger players and maintain composure in high-pressure situations. Her presence was a stabilizing. That's what I meant to say. Wow. Factor for Team USA. She averaged 5 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 0.5 assists. We also had Skylar Stiggins-Smith on the team. She is known for her exceptional athleticism. Her speed, agility, and endurance allow her to excel in both offensive and defensive situations. She can, I'm sorry if you just heard me swallow. I hate when you can hear people swallow. So that's like my pet peeve. So I'm so sorry if you can hear me swallow right there. I need a drink of water. Okay, so anyway, Stiggins-Smith can drive to the basket, create her own shot, and keep up with the fastest opponents. She's a versatile scorer who can shoot from long range, mid range, and drive to the basket, like I said. Her ability to score in various ways makes her a constant threat on the court. She averaged 1.6 points, 0.2 rebounds, and 0.4 assists in the Olympics. The last two people on the team were Sue Bird and Ariel Atkins. Sue Bird is renowned for her exceptional basketball intelligence. Her ability to read the game, anticipate opponents' moves, and make quick decisions sets her apart as one of the best point guards in the history of basketball. As a seasoned veteran, Bird's leadership on and off the court is invaluable. She commands respect from teammates and opponents alike, guiding her team with experience and composure. Bird, along with Diana Taurasi, served as co-captain for Team USA in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Her leadership was instrumental in carrying the team to success. She averaged 5.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 5.8 assists in the game. Okay, I also want to say one thing that I noticed recently. So I've been obsessed with Love Island recently, and I know this is like not relevant, but I promise it is. Why does she low-key look like Connor? Like the bombshell Connor. Like, why does she kind of look like him? Anyway, random thought. If you watch Love Island USA, I hope you understand that. But if you don't, that was an awkward comment, and just ignore that I said that. So moving on, Ariel Atkins is renowned for her exceptional defensive abilities. Her quickness, anticipation, and ability to disrupt opponents' plays makes her a standout defender in the WNBA. She often guards the best players on the opposing team and excels in one-on-one matchups. She is a proficient shooter both from beyond the three-point line and mid-range. Her shooting accuracy and ability to score in various ways makes her a versatile offensive threat. Atkins averaged 1.8 points, 0.8 rebounds, and 0.2 assists. Lastly, we had one more player, but she didn't get the chance to play. We had Katie Lou Samuelson on the team. She's a player that excels both in guard and forward. She's got great scoring ability, and she's a good ball handler, but she actually did not play any minutes because she tested positive for COVID-19 just before the games. So that concludes our show for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. Your support means a lot to us, so please remember to subscribe to the show and leave a positive review. It really does make a difference. Also, please give some recommendations for topics if you guys are interested in hearing about certain things in women's sports. I'm totally down to talk about anything y'all are interested in. So we also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content and updates, and all those will be linked in our description and our YouTube channel. Thank you guys once again, and have a wonderful day.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great.